Previously on One Life to Live.
My statement. It's all about me, Roseanne, everything. Just wanted to level the playing field.
I signed it over to you.
What, $1 million?
I finally understand why I did all those terrible things.
Because of your father.
Exactly.
Whatever you're selling, we don't need any.
Come on, Jess.
Listen, I've got to go meet my grandfather at the hospital.
5 minutes. That's all I ask.
He had emergency bypass surgery last night, Christian.
So, how's he doing?
Why do you ask? I mean, you obviously don't care.
Yes, I care, Jessica. I care because I know how important Asa is to you. Plus, he's always been decent to me in the past.
Oh, right. Is that why you broke into his house?
Come on, Jess. Even your Uncle Bo understood how important it is for us to know the truth.
I've really got to go.
That's not why I came here. Look, I didn't come here to talk about last night.
Well, if you think there's evidence against my grandfather on my computer, you're wrong.
Will gave me a sworn statement that says how he and Roseanne conspired to keeping us apart. So that should be enough for my annulment. Whether Roseanne agrees to sign the papers or not.
Great. That's what you want.
Of course it's what I want. Jessica, marrying Roseanne was one of the biggest mistakes I made in my life.
Well?
One of 2, that is.
Congratulations. Now you can undo it.
The other one was letting you go without a fight. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
I need your strength, Ben. I need you. There was a time when we could tell each other anything. I never stopped loving you.
You have to. You have to, Blondie. I'm not just Ben. I'm not even Ben Davidson.
Ben, relax. Dude, it's just a game. Don't take it out on the stick.
What are you doing here, Sophie?
It is Sophia. How many times do I gotta tell you that? You know, you're a doctor. You can remember all these textbooks full of medical jargon. You can't remember how to say my name right?
What do you want, Sophie?
Okay, Ben, look, here's the deal. For what they're paying me over at the police station, I feel like I should be asking callers if they want fries with their complaints. And they won't even talk to me about a raise until I'm there for, like, at least a year.
What are you doing here, Sophie?
I need a job, Ben. You know, just a couple shifts a week. For old time's sake.
Crossroads is not open to the public.
And you know what? That is a total waste, Ben, because you could be making a fortune off this place. It could be a total gold mine.
It's not why I bought this place, all right? I bought it for me and...
Blondie? Vicky? Would you forget her name, too? Hey, maybe you've got the same thing Max Buchanan has.
I'm not the man you thought I was. The Ben you thought I was isn't somebody I can ever be. The only time you were right about me is when you walked away.
That's not true.
Don't love me, don't need me, don't even think about me.
You okay?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry. I was, I was just thinking about things.
Oh. Well, look, don't you think we ought to go see Dr. Daniels, find out what kind of treatment he wants to recommend?
Honey,
Yeah?
I hope you won't mind, but I would like to do this by myself.
No. That's not an option. I'm not going to let you go through this alone.
I'm not going to go through it alone. Just today, this consultation, I want to do it by myself. I've given it a lot of thought,
Well,
really.
I need to be there with you so that I know how we're going to fight this thing.
This thing is called cancer. I think we have to start using the word. Besides, it's not as if I don't already have a very good idea of what he's going to recommend. There aren't that many protocols in between friends and news stories. Unfortunately, I know them all.
I just want to be there with you. I don't think you should be alone. I think...
Sweetheart, I swear to you, I will tell you absolutely everything that Dr. Daniels says to me. I will tell you and Joey and Jessica. Because the one thing that the experts all agree on is that cancer patients need to surround themselves with people who love them and support them.
Oh, you got plenty of those.
I know I do. If you would be so good as to go and find Joey and Jessica, all right? Because I want to tell them myself. I'm going to meet with the doctor, and I will see you all back at home, and then we will sit down and we will talk about this as a family.
Okay.
Honey, understand, this is the best thing for me right now.
I love you.
Oh, boy, do I love you.
Surgery went well.
Oh.
They got him off the ventilator. Now, his body needs a lot of rest. He's had major trauma.
Is he gonna make it?
I think he's going to be just fine.
Can we go in?
Yeah. He really needs to rest, so don't try to wake him up.
No, promise. We'll be so quiet.
Just you two. And remember, the best thing in the world for him right now is sleep.
Larry, thank you for everything. He's gonna be okay.
That's what Larry says.
Sleep well, darling. Sweet dreams.
I can't remember the doggone combination.
Good news, darling. We're gonna have a son.
What? I don't have any time for that. I gotta get this thing open. Ah, there we go! What the hell? How did I get these? Oh, help me, son.
Don't look at me. I'm not your son.
I miss my Taya. How could she just run off like that with Todd? I can't believe it. Not that RJ was any better. You know, the only decent man that she ever dated was John Sykes. And he was crazy about her. I guess he just wasn't dangerous enough for her.
Yeah, it's hard to tell why people fall for the people they do.
Well, I don't think John was perfect for her, but compared to RJ and Todd.
Yeah.
And also, he was a detective, and, like your Andy. So I guess that prejudiced me in his direction. I guess I was always hoping that John and Taya could be as happy as you and Andy. Más café?
Sí, por favor.
Antonio, I know it was my idea to ask you to come up east to help Christian out, and I'm really grateful that you did. But I guess we could never have figured out how long this was going to drag on.
Mami, por favor, no te preocupes por eso.
I mean, I don't want to intrude, but...
But you will.
Seguramente. This isn't healthy, Antonio. Mírame. You should be back home with Andy. And you're missing all that law school. It can't be good for you to be missing that much school.
Mami, I came to help free Christian of Roseanne. And I'm not leaving until Vampira's fangs are out of him.
It's very low class to talk about somebody behind their back. And Vampira would like a cafe con leche. And you can keep the change.
I guess you didn't expect that. But I need you to know how I feel, Jess. I love you. Always have, always will.
It's over. Christian, it doesn't matter if you're married to Roseanne or not, okay?
You were my first love. My first, last, and only. Jessica, I've tried to forget you. God knows I have, but I can't. You know what? I'm done trying.
Listen to yourself, Christian. It's not just about you. I mean, you're starting to sound like Roseanne.
How can you say that?
What?
Look, Jessica, I know that I can't force you to love me. And I would never, ever manipulate you into it. But that doesn't mean that I'm willing to give up either. I am going to prove myself worthy of you. I'm going to prove to you that I still love you.
Why are you doing this?
Let's just say I took a really good look at my life, and there was something in there that I saw that was really clear. Without you, Jess, I can never be happy.
What am I supposed to say to that?
Say what you want. Say that you're not ready. Say that you prefer Will. Say that you have your heart set on somebody else. But you know what? It won't matter. Because this time I'm going to fight for you. This time I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to run away to New York and marry someone else. No more stupid mistakes. This time I'm going to fight for you to love me. And if you don't, well, then I guess I can say to myself that I gave you all the love that I had.
You blew it. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Man, what is wrong with you? You and Vicky were the perfect couple. What'd you do to her?
You know what you got? Consistency. You still know how to tick me off.
What'd you do, Ben? Find another woman? God, men are so predictable.
Or did she find another man? Is that it? Did Vicky finally decide that she wanted a man who could actually hold down a job?
Come on, Ben, you can tell me. Who cheated on who?
Nobody cheated on anybody, all right? It's a lot more complicated than that.
Complicated? You know what? I just don't understand why someone can't just be crazy about someone and then have them be crazy about them too. I mean, why does it have to be so complicated?
Well, sometimes it just is. You're too young to understand.
You know what, man? You're an idiot. You had it all and you blew it. I mean, do you realize how hard it is to find something like what you and Vicky had?
You don't understand.
Why? Because I don't have some fancy degree from some big, expensive college?
No, it's just not that simple.
No, it's complicated. You're right, Ben, I don't understand. But then again, I'm still pining away for some guy who's gonna marry a girl who's hot for his brother. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to make myself a better person by accepting a job making less money than I've ever made my entire life. So you go figure that one out. You know what, Ben? Don't talk to me. You just sit here and brood and break things, and that'll make you feel a whole lot better. Hope you and your pool cue are real happy together.
What do you recommend?
A modified radical mastectomy of the left breast.
Mastectomy. I'm sorry, I thought I was prepared for this.
Well, I can't fully understand, of course, but I don't see how any woman could really be prepared for this.
Something about that word.
Well, the choice of treatment is yours, of course. But in my opinion, with the kind of cancer you have, it's the best choice for you to become a survivor.
I fully intend to survive, whatever it takes.
Well, if you'd like, I can give you some referrals to get a second opinion. Your insurance may require it anyway. But I think everyone will agree with the protocol.
What are my odds?
We won't know for certain till after the surgery. Now, again, the choice of treatment is up to you. But if we find the cancer has spread to the lymph system, we'll recommend chemotherapy. Statistics show that will increase your chances.
And the reconstruction? You can start that right at the same time as the surgery, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Or later. And some women choose not to do it at all. Of course, the choice is up to you. Cherryville Clinic has some excellent plastic surgeons. I can set up an appointment for you to discuss your possibilities.
There are a lot of decisions to be made.
Well, I know what I approved, Briggs, but now I don't like it. Yeah, just switch the state budget story for the real estate plot. Yeah. Okay, and then go with the other photo of the board president. And call me when I can access that? Good. All right. Bye.
Boo.
Hey, whoa. I thought the flowers were supposed to go to the patient.
Well, who's being more patient than you? Practically running the sun from the hospital just so you can see me through this?
Well, you would have done the same for me.
Doesn't mean I love you any less.
Besides, was that Buchanan influence that got me a phone jack for my laptop?
We aimed to please.
Bet you did. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey. Kelly, some office you got set up here. Joey, can I have a word with you for a minute?
Yeah, what is it?
It's private.
All right.
He looks so peaceful.
You never guess what he's been through.
I guess it proves, contrary to popular opinion, Asa Buchanan really does have a heart.
Well, I sure don't need any convincing. He's shown it to me.
And you showed him yours. He couldn't have gotten through this without you. You knew just how to handle him to give him back his will to live.
More likely he just remembered a business deal he hadn't clinched yet.
Come here. I made the right choice about you. I know that you don't remember everything that happened on that horrible day that you collapsed.
I do remember. I know I'm not really your son or Ace's.
What in the blue blaze are you talking about? How can you say you're not my son?
I didn't say that. You did. You said, you are not my son. You remember?
Get these things off me.
Why would I do anything to help you? You're a stranger.
Bo, you get your sorry butt back in here.
So, Asa, what do you think we should name our son? I'm partial to 3 letters. What do you say? Asa, Max?
Wait a minute, just stop babbling about names. Get me out of these handcuffs.
What handcuffs?
Don't play games with me, Renee.
What the?
What's that?
Esther Hoffman sent it over. It belongs to our son.
Well, smudgy, I can't read the name. Maybe you can do me a favor and help me figure this out.
Why should I?
Because you were once part of my family. And you were once in love with my son.
Your son? That's strange. I thought I was in love with Ben Davidson.
I can read it for you.
Would you?
Ben.
Well, it was only $900 at Logan's. Christian and I actually looked at the same suit when we were back in New York. So what do you think?
What did you do? Get hold of someone's credit card?
You wish. But actually, it was a lot easier than that. I just sat back and let prosperity come to me.
Oh, she got herself another man she could use.
I'm talking about cash, without any strings attached.
What's going on?
Do you remember the dress?
Roseanne's trying to convince us that she's rich.
Well, would $1 million bank account and the deed to Todd's old penthouse make you believe it? Who needs Regis when you've got a rich aunt with a guilty conscience?
Taya gave you Todd's penthouse and a bank account with $1 million in it?
That's who it came from.
Congratulations. You know what? I got a pretty terrific gift, too. In fact, I think it's worth a whole lot more than $1 million. Will gave me this signed affidavit that says how the two of you conspired to keep Jessica and me apart. Which means, in addition to your great penthouse and your $1 million, you'll be receiving a set of annulment papers from the church and the state.
Sorry, but I don't buy it.
Oh, you will. When it happens.
If it happens. See, it seems to me that $1 million could keep those annulment papers in court for years.
You can't be serious.
Oh, just watch me. I'll stay Christian's wife. It cost me every penny of that $1 million. And that, my dear husband, is my final answer.
Because I'm the boss, Briggs, that's why. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. You know I can't run this paper without you. All right, we'll talk later. Bye. Kevin, what am I gonna do?
Kel, what's going on? Is my grandfather okay?
Yeah, Ace is fine. Your Uncle Larry said the surgery went well. Renee and Max are in the ICU with him.
Oh, thank God. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just got a lot of work to do. Ace is gonna be fine. Larry said he's stabilized.
Thank God.
Hey, what's up with you?
No, you have way too much work.
No, I don't. Sit down. Come on. Talk to me.
Christian came by earlier to say that he still loves me and that he'll always love me and that he'll fight until I feel the same way.
Well, that's intense. How do you feel about that?
I mean, he was my first love. He was my first boyfriend. Of course, I'm always going to feel something. I mean, even when I was with Will, Christian was in the back of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ben, what is it? Why are you here?
I'm not sure exactly. I probably shouldn't be here at all. But I couldn't stop thinking about you. And when Sophie went off on me...
Sophie? Why did Sophia go off on you?
Forget her. The point is, you reached out to me yesterday, and I didn't. I couldn't. You needed me, and I turned away. And that was wrong. But I'm here now.
You're here now? But for how long? When do you go away again? I don't understand what you're going through, okay? I don't know why you're so tortured because you haven't trusted me enough to share any of that.
I've had my reasons.
I know. I'm sure you have. Problem is that right now, whatever it is, I can't let myself be a part of it. I love you. I will always love you. But letting you back into my life right now when you're so torn up inside, it's too much. I can't do it. It would take too much out of me, Ben, and I need all my strength now for myself and for my children. I just think it's too late for us. I think you should go. Please go. You remember that you told me that you're not our son?
It came back to me. That whole awful day you found out about the scam.
When did you start remembering?
Since before the heart attack. It came to me in fragments. I remember telling you why I thought I had to do it. How I thought I was dying. I wanted to be somebody. Leave a legacy behind for my children. Loving family to provide for them. But I will never forget the way your face changed when you found out I had lied to you. I hurt you so bad.
I will never forgive myself for striking you the way I did.
But you didn't turn me in.
No. I put you in the hospital.
Renee, the aneurysm did that, not you. You protected me the way a mother protects a son, and then It's how I love you. As a son. I always have. And I've come to love Asa the same way.
That means so much to me. Not just about loving us, but that you were willing to tell me the truth. And you and I both know that that doesn't necessarily come easy for you.
Maybe you're rubbing off on me.
Maybe so. Max, tell me. I need to ask you this. Do you know who my real son is?
You want to know what it says? Well, I'm the one who can read it. After all, I am a doctor.
Read it.
Ooh, I forgot. I'm no longer a doctor. I guess I can't read it after all.
You lousy.
Hey, what's the big deal? I mean, who cares what's on this bracelet anyway?
I care. It's important. It's about my son. His name is on that bracelet.
Oops. Guess you're never gonna know the truth now, Pa.
I think I'm going to finish you off. Once and for all, Benji.
Do it, Pa! Shoot him! Shut him up!
Damn fool gun doesn't work.
Sure it does.
Asa! What have you done? You shot our son!
It wasn't me.
How could you? How could you kill your own son?
I don't care how rich you are, Roseanne. You're gonna lose.
Well, just wait until you see my dream team of lawyers. Then what are you gonna do, huh? Get Antonio to find you some law student interning at Legal Aid?
Roseanne, even if you stop the annulment, that won't make Christian love you. Don't you want to be loved? Don't you want to find your soulmate and have a wonderful marriage? Like I had with Diego? Like Antonio and Andy?
A wonderful marriage? Is that what you call it? Then why is Andy back in California playing hide the nightstick with her partner? Forget the coffee.
If I could do that for you, I would. But I can't. I'm sorry. I can't tell you who your real son is.
It's funny, there's no reason to assume that you would know.
I can just try to do the best I can in his place.
He has a place in my heart. You have a place in my heart. I do love you like a son. You know, I'm a little worried that they haven't looked in on him again. I'm going to go find Larry. Will you stay?
Of course.
I didn't! Renee! Renee, come back!
Well, you still got me.
You scum.
Why would I do anything to help you? You're a stranger.
Damn you, Ben Davison. Who do you think you are?
Pa, be careful, please. Pa, it's okay. It's me. It's Max. It's okay.
Max?
Yeah.
Thank God. You're alive.
Well, of course I'm alive. You're the one that gave us this scare. Listen, everything's gonna be all right. Larry says you're gonna be okay.
No. No, I'm not. I'm never gonna be okay. Not until Ben Davison's out of our lives for good.
Oh, you don't have to worry about Ben. I made sure of that.
You don't understand, Max. We have to kill him.
Sophie. Sophia. Yeah. Listen, are you still interested in grabbing a few shifts? Why change my mind? Look, I'm gonna open the place up again, all right? It's time I get on with my life.
Mom. Everybody's here.
Good.
So, what's going on?
Yeah, all Kevin would say was it was important.
Yes, it is important. There's something we need to discuss. Something that affects the entire family.